White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on services available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. White River Health is a proud supporter of Newport Greyhound Athletics.
2025 is almost over. Year-end savings at George Kell Motors in Newport, Arkansas. You need a truck, an SUV? Come out to George Kell Motors right off exit 85 of Highway 57 in Newport. Look, we've got everything you need. Don't wait. Come pick out your vehicle. Don't wait too long. You might miss out on the vehicle you want. We're at George Kell Motors. Call us at 870-523-2792 or view our entire inventory at georgekellmotors.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Maintaining a perfect lawn is not for the weak. Your reputation, nay, your family name is on the line. So here's to those who put in the early mornings, to those who prepare in the off-season, and those who consider it a downright sport. We salute you. So trim with precision, stripe with abandon, because it's your day. It's Mow Day.
Well, we welcome you to Newport High School and the Newport Greyhound Fieldhouse. And it's the last round of the Stan McKee second annual Greyhound Classic. 2 ball games for you tonight. And as we always say on different feeds, but the first one coming up, it's the Newport Lady Greyhounds against the Concord Pirates. And a team that 2 teams that have played earlier this year. They played back in November, played here at Newport. Newport won a basketball game 50-33. And a great opportunity for the Hounds to go 2-1 in their own tournament here. The champion has already been decided. Cross County is the champion of the girls division. That was decided earlier, but this is an opportunity to play for second place in the tournament. And it should be a real good basketball game. And we've seen great basketball throughout the tournament. Senior boys action to follow. We'll wait on the starting lineups to hit the court before we tell you who they are. It'll be a difficult chore for me personally to see the numbers on these black jerseys for Concord. They have a black jersey, they have a black number, and they're trimmed in gold. But we will do our best. I have Danley Brown, Anna Goodwin, Emily Helms, Lindsay Cannon, and Emma Brandon as the potential starters for tonight's game. For the Hounds, it'll be Ford 21. It's Carleen Ford. Braxton across from her, Bradley behind her, and then also the other 2 starters we'll get momentarily. Down on the baseline quickly for the Pirates. Almost a traveling violation there. Brooklyn Cox gets the start, as does Jasmine Curry. So the Hounds with a 49-23 win in this tournament over Palestine Wheatley, and then lost 43-22 to the eventual champion Cross County, as we just mentioned. Just an opportunity to play basketball. That's what these tournaments are all about. It gives you 3 extra games to play that you normally couldn't play if you were not in a classic-type tournament. M&P Insurance 3-point shot for the Hounds is no good. Braxton went high for the board. She's fouled. And the Hounds will inbounds on the baseline. Hi, Mary Lynn. Appreciate you joining us. Braxton, the inbounds, looking for somebody open. Finds Cox, now back to Braxton. Bradley runs the right wing. There she is. This is Carleen Ford, and the ball goes into the backcourt, but it was tipped by the Lady Pirates. Pressure out front, now driven inside, shot up, no, and foul again. This time the foul on Lindsay Cannon. And that's the second team foul here in the quarter, and her first. Free shot will not go. And we have another. That one rattles around and goes in. Brooklyn Cox on the board, the Hounds on the board, and the Hounds with a lead. Now in full court pressure. And a steal. Jakara Bradley in the lane, shot up. She made the shot, but they call walking on her inside the lane. Substitution waiting to come in. No horn to let her do so. And we'll figure out who that is just as soon as she turns around. We'll get a number. One and two. Danley Brown in the basketball game. I don't have a 1. Oh, 1, 2, 12. Okay, 12 in the game. Taylor White, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, not 1 and 2. Yeah, 1, 2. My bad, guys. Yeah, just 12 will work. It's very difficult for me to see these numbers, I promise you. That's a shot up and in, and we'll try to catch it on the way down. Concord quickly in a lead, 2-1. Hounds will throw the basketball away. Hounds playing good, solid defense here, and there's a shot from the left baseline. Is no good. Rebound by Concord and a foul. The foul goes against Jasmine Curry, and Curry will sit down, and Dea Jackson will come into the basketball game. Phoenix Phillips had checked into the basketball game, and she got the first hoop for Concord. Hounds on the offensive attack. Cox drive, shot up, no good. Rebound Hounds. Braxton takes it back to the three-point line. M&P Insurance three-point shot was a little short of that, and her shot was a little long. This is Bradley with the dribble out at the top. Forward, Braxton. Braxton looks at it from three this time, and it's no good. Rebound, Carlene Ford, shot up, no good. Loose ball on the court, and quickly into the hands of Concord. That shot's up and in. That was Taylor White, who had just checked in momentarily. And another steal by Concord. And a foul. To the hole hard was Emily Helms, and more substitutions coming into the basketball game after the first free shot. We'll go to the line and shoot 2. The foul was on Braxton. That was the team's second here in the quarter, and her first. Haywood and Robinson set to check in. Foul shot is no good. Vister's up 4-1 here. Next shot is short, and Jada Robinson will clear and has it stolen in the back court to the glass. That's up and in. That's Taylor White. She's instant offense for Concord. So the Hounds on the offensive end. This is Sophie Haywood. She drives inside the lane, puts a shot up, partially blocked, out of bounds. Last touch by the Pirates. Hounds to inbounds. More substitutions in for that's Phillips coming back into the basketball game. Braxton kicks it Robinson. Around the horn it goes. Running a little jump shot from about 15 feet will not fall. Rebound Hounds. That's Dea Jackson. Sophie Haywood. Right side Jada Robinson. Inside to Dea Jackson. The ball is tipped away and recovered by the Pirates. Under 4 to play here in the first. 6-1 in favor of the Pirates. That's a good one. She kicks it to Cannon. Try to get it down low to Phillips. Have to kick it back out. These girls pass the basketball exceptionally well. That shot will not go. Boy, they hound the basketball after the Hounds get the rebound. 6-1 the Hounds trail. Robinson. Back around to Haywood. Down low to Jackson. Double team. Ball slapped away. Give Taylor White credit for the tip. And there she is here. And a reach foul is going to be called on Brooklyn Cox. And Madison Stewart checks into the basketball game for the Hounds as Braxton will get a break. Hounds had double team pressure there. 3-point shots up and in. That's Anna Goodwin. And suddenly it's an 8-point lead. And another steal by Concord. Inside, and a block by the Hounds. She got her own board, shot back up, no good. Hounds battling for the board, and Cox comes away with it into the front court at the half-court line, and she's tied up there by Goodwin, and the Hounds will get it right back. Bradley will check back in. Stewart checks out. Very small crowd once again here. Very quiet in the gymnasium. 4-3, M&P Insurance. 3-point shot, nothing but the bottom of the net from Brooklyn Cox. She has all 4 of the points for the Hounds. Eight-point lead cut to 5. Phillips. That was Goodwin. Goes left side to Taylor. She travels with the basketball. Taylor White, she has 4 points. Anna Goodwin has 3. Phillips has 2. For the Hounds, Brooklyn Cox with all 4 for them. Haywood inside. Bradley trying to get it to Jackson. Gets it on the low block, and that's what she does best. Dea Jackson has 2, and the Hounds have cut the lead to 3. It was 8 at 9-1. For 3. Off the mark, Jada Robinson into the front court. Haywood has it blocked. And we come the other way. Under a minute to play here in the first. Not settling for the 3. And still passing the basketball. Inside it goes. Knocked away by Jada Robinson, and she comes down with the loose basketball into the front court. That ball's tipped out of bounds, so the Hounds will have plenty enough time to shoot. The official's clock shows 25.6, and the shot clock shows 25.6. You don't see that very often. Tie ball going the other way. Round the horn. No. Hounds in the backcourt, 7 seconds to go. Braxton checks back in the basketball game. Sometimes I just don't see what the referee is calling him. I can see it. It's just he doesn't give any signals. He just blew his whistle, and still some questions about what's going on out there. Danley Brown back in the basketball game. Jada Robinson, 4-3. At the buzzer, Hounds cannot get a shot. We played one. We'll be right back.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Newport campus features programs in diesel technology, agriculture technology, surgical technology, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
2025 is almost over. Year-end savings at George Kell Motors in Newport, Arkansas. You need a truck, an SUV? Come out to George Kell Motors right off exit 85 of Highway 57 in Newport. Look, we've got everything you need. Don't wait. Come pick out your vehicle. Don't wait too long. You might miss out on the vehicle you want. We're at George Kell Motors. Call us at 870-523-2792 or view our entire inventory at georgekellmotors.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hounds trail 9-6. Trail 9-1. 5-0 run here. In the quarter, Senior Boys action coming up next with a chance to win their portion. Of the Stan McKee Classic. Hounds with possession here. Robinson, Cox, M&P Insurance 3-point shot is short. Rebounded by Lindsey Cannon. In trouble in the backcourt. Tipped on the ground. Alternating possession rule again. I've seen more of that in this tournament. Tie balls than I believe I've ever seen in 3 girls' games. And that's 2 girls' games plus a quarter. That shot is well short. And Cox brings it into the front court. And the Hounds, M&P Insurance 3-point shot by McKaylin Braxton. Dia Jackson. Back to Cox. Now Robinson. Braxton. Cox. Dia Jackson. Blocked from behind, but fouled. That foul was on Emily Helms. Her first foul in the second quarter. Substitution in. Phoenix Phillips gets back into the basketball game. Next shot is good. Day has 3, and the Hounds have cut the lead to 2 with some pressure in the backcourt. Again, it was 9-1 at one time. Hounds on a 6-0 run now. No whistle, no foul. Jada Robinson, and 1. And we're tied at 9. The Hounds have erased an 8-point deficit. Foul was on Anna Goodwin. Hounds take the lead. Jada has 3. And a steal for the Lady Greyhounds. Game's always brought to you by George Kell Motor Company and George Kell Ford, Jackson's Funeral Home, White River Health. Shot is short. Dia Jackson with the board. Yes. She's dynamite down on the block. She has 5 and a timeout on the court, with the Hounds leading 12-9. That's a 3-point advantage for the Hounds. And on an 11-0 run, 9-1 at one time. Game brought to you in part by Judge Henry Boyce, Mayor Derek Ratliff, Mary Reed at Brancher Real Estate, Doyle Family Farms, Howard's Glass Company, El Puente Mexican Restaurant, by Arkansas Steel, JB's Heat and Air, that's Jordan Bumpus, Drew Hahn, the Pest Detective, Churchman Building Center, Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Batesville, also by Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, White River Health, Dr. Kelly McKinney, Tree Wine Sensations, and Woodbriar Nursing Home in Harrisburg, Arkansas at 204 Catherine Street. I don't know that I've ever announced in a gymnasium as quiet as what it is right here. Guys, y'all ever been in one this quiet? We ever done a game that's just totally quiet like this? Flash for a steal, and the Hounds didn't get it. Shot up, no. Rebound Jackson. This is Cox. Braxton looked at it from 3. 4-3. M&P Insurance 3-point shot is not able to go. And the ball is fought for, finally recovered by the Pirates. 4-3. Air ball. Got the shot that they were looking for. Substitution in as Carlene Ford comes out. Wheeler in the basketball game. Also Curry back in. This is her. Oh, great give and go. Jackson shot up, no good. Wheeler battling for the board and out of bounds. We talked about it last night, one of the great names in high school basketball. LaMontiana Wheeler. LaMontiana. I love that. Kyra Bradley. Checks back in for the Hounds, and a steal. And it's loose. Now recovered. Cox. Jada Robinson. Tried to get it to Jackson down low. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Emily Helms. Substitute in. Brown checks back into the basketball game. Hounds throw it away. Hounds on an 11-0 run. 4-3. Rebound, shot up, will not go. Jada Robinson tried to dribble it through traffic, had it stolen, and it's a tie ball, and we'll go the same direction unless the Hounds got a timeout. I think the Hounds did get a timeout. As the Hounds get the timeout, it's time in to remind you about Eye Care RX Pharmacy and the Sonic Drive-In right here in Newport, Newport Economic Development Commission. Merchants and Planners Bank, Norris Lawn Care Plus, Delta Trailer Manufacturing, Norman Baker Pharmacy. Also White River Area Agency on Aging, the Jackson's Funeral Home, First Horizon Bank, Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care, Fathead Pizza, it's one word, it's all caps. Fletcher Land Surveying, Unity Health Newport, and they'll bring you the post-game show. It's the Jackson's Funeral Home post-game show, but it's the player of the game in the senior boys action. All brought to you by Unity Health in Newport. C&M Ag Depot right here on Highway 367 North. Dia Scrap Metal, Newport Small Engine Sales and Service. M&P Insurance Services bring you all the three-point shots. Ellis Automotive, Two Chicks Florist and more, and 80/20 Learning for Autism. 12-9, the Hounds lead. And on the attack, traveling violation called against Concord. Concord came into the basketball game 3-15 on the year. The Hounds a little better at 6-10. And we mentioned in the pregame that the Hounds have a 50-33 win over this team earlier this year, back in November. Wheeler has it tipped and stolen. And a layup too strong from Mary Helms. Full court pressure. This is Wheeler. And it's another tie ball. Braxton in. Wheeler out. Under 4 to play here in the first half. That's Jasmine Curry on the low block now. Had it knocked out of her hands, so the Hounds will inbound right at the tee on the word Newport. Oh, great pass. And a tipped ball. And a foul on Newport. Foul was on Curry, her second. Braxton. Not this time. Into the front court. This is Danley Brown. Round the horn, down low, shot off the glass, will not go. And out of bounds, last touched by Concord. Substitute in for Newport. That's Zaliga Foster. Zalia with great hustle on the backside. Also by Hagewood, but the shot goes in, and that breaks a scoring drought for Concord. Cuts the lead to 1. That was Anna Goodwin with the shot. Now more substitutions in, and Haywood is out. So it's Foster, Braxton, Cox, Robinson. That will not go. All the way to the other end. 4-3, M&P Insurance three-point shot. Rebound by the Hounds and a tie ball. We'll go the other way with it. DeKyra Bradley was the 5th one for the Hounds. Off the glass, just a little too strong. That was Phoenix Phillips. Hi, Ben Black. Ben Black is in the house. Josh Nation, Anthony May, and in the booth. And Dia Jackson with the offensive glass in the putback. She has 7. Timeout on the court by the Greyhounds, leading by 3 at 14-11. And going back, if you just joined us, Concord led 9-1 at one time and then went on a scoring drought, obviously. Now we've got a basketball game on our hands, 14-11 in favor of the Greyhounds. First Community Bank, Newport, where community comes first. Always have something each and every month involving with Newport High School and the First Community Bank Report. Hope you enjoy those on our Facebook account. Hi, Tinker Pierce Doyle. Strategies from both teams and both clubs back on the floor. Hounds will go basically full court pressure. Broken very easily. And then a turnover. Emily Helms broke the press, and the ball just slipped right out of her hands. Helms will get a break. Danley Brown back into the game and a traveling violation on the Hounds. Jada Robinson tried to save it, could not do so. It's a great hustle by her. Down low to Phillips, no. Daya Jackson with the board, and she cleared it out to Wheeler. Robinson drives the lane. Kicks it out to Wheeler. Wheeler tries to get it into she does to Daya Jackson. Shot up and in, and she's fouled. Daya Jackson has 9 on the night. And the Hounds with their biggest lead at 5. The foul was on Danley Brown, her second, team's 4th here in the quarter, but we're under a minute to play. Foul in the backcourt on Wheeler, hustling for the basketball. Emma Brandon is 25. This is Braxton, and she is fouled. By Cannon. So Braxton will go to the line and shoot a pair. Second foul on Lindsey Cannon. Good for Braxton. That's Michaela's first. And the Hounds extend their biggest lead to 6. And now 7. At 18-11. And quickly into the front court. And an opportunity there. Almost thrown away. And a steal by the Hounds. Here's Braxton. Will not fall. And a tie ball. Emily Helms will check back into the basketball game quickly for Concord, but another timeout on the court for the Lady Hounds. Been back and forth for sure, a tale of a couple of different halves of the first half. Hounds trailed 9-1 out of the gate. It was 9-6 at the end of the first quarter. Battle back to what is now a 7-point lead. Senior boys in Concord coming up next, and those teams also have played this year, with the Hounds winning back in November 55-42 in senior boys action. Hounds get it in, and this is Cox. 6 seconds on the clock. Can we get a shot off? 5. Braxton in trouble, gets it to Jackson, down to 2. She drives, shot up. It'll count if it goes. It does not. We've played a half. It's 18-11 in favor of the Greyhounds, and we'll be back right after this.
At Merchants and Planners Bank, we're more than just your bank. We're part of your community. For over 78 years, we've been helping families grow, businesses thrive, and dreams come true right here in Jackson County. We proudly support local businesses and give back to the community that we love. And we're always there to cheer on the Greyhounds, both on and off the field. Personalized service, local expertise, and people dedicated to making their community happy. That is the Merchants and Planners Bank difference. Merchants and Planners Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
2025 is almost over. Year-end savings at George Kell Motors in Newport, Arkansas. You need a truck, an SUV? Come out to George Kell Motors right off exit 85 of Highway 57 in Newport. Look, we've got everything you need. Don't wait. Come pick out your vehicle. Don't wait too long. You might miss out on the vehicle you want. We're at George Kell Motors. Call us at 870-523-2792 or view our entire inventory at georgekellmotors.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Shelter Insurance has covered a lot of miles and a lot of cars and drivers since 1946. We like knowing we have you covered, so you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Agent Mark Manning about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on services available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. White River Health is a proud supporter of Newport Greyhound Athletics.
It's the Ford year-end sales event at George Kell Ford in Newport, and Ford is closing out 2025 with the best deals of the year. Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months on new 2025 Ford Explorers, Escapes, F-150s, and Mustang Mach-E. And here's the holiday bonus. Payment free until 2026 with no payments for 90 days. Drive into the new year before making your first payment. The Ford year-end sales event is happening now. George Kell Ford in Newport, where Northeast Arkansas drives Ford tough.
And we are back. Ready to go for second half action. Hounds up by 7. If you just joined us, the Hounds trailed 9-1 to start the basketball game and then just got it rolling. And to start the second half, it's Concord with the basketball. That's Lindsey Cannon. She's number 21. Down low on the block. Good defense by the Hounds. Stolen by Jackson. It's Jackson, Braxton, Bradley, Robinson, and Cox. Robinson, M&P Insurance, three-point shot. Will not go. Rebounded by Phoenix Phillips, but out of bounds. Last touch by whom? It'll be the Hounds basketball. Cox in the lane, 12-foot shot, no. And a steal by Bradley. Great anticipation by her. Robinson drives in, kicks it back out. Braxton looked at it from 3. Back to Cox. Jackson is there. Great lead pass by Cox. Jackson going to be fouled and will go to the line to shoot a pair. Free shots up and in. Jackson in double figures with 10. She obviously leads all scorers. And now 11. And the Hounds with their biggest lead of the night at 9. Coming from an 8-point deficit. Phillips, no. Hounds on the move. There's an interesting one there. That ball hit the bottom. It actually hit the front side of the orange part of that basket, and I don't think that's out of bounds. It stayed in bounds. That's an interesting question, and I think Coach Perry may be asking about that one. Well, anyway, it's Concord's basketball. Around the horn he goes. Goodwin with the dribble. Little hook shot blocked by Cox. And now a steal. Helms. That was Cannon with the basketball. That's Goodwin. Now back to Cannon. The weave going on out front. Goodwin here. We're going the other way. Hounds throw it away. Janice Johnson is watching. From down in the lobby. Hi, Janice. Tell Linda I said hello, please. Hounds are going to pick up a foul here, leading by 9. Foul was on DeCabra Bradley, her second. Team second here in the quarter. And another foul on the Hounds. This time on Jackson. And a good one will go to the line. She has 5 of the 9. or of the 11, I should say, for Concord. And again, these teams played earlier this year back in November, and the Hounds won 50-33. That foul shot's up and in. Goodwin has 6. She leads her team in that department. Under 5.5 to play here in the third. Braxton to Jackson at the top of the key. And a reach foul on Phoenix Phillips. Subs in. Taylor White. And Mary Helms. That shot will not go by Jackson. The weave out front. White is 12, Mary Helms is 4. Subs in for Newport. Hagwood and Bradley. Hounds get it into the front court and then throw it away. Phillips coming the other way. Traveling violation on Concord. That was Mary Helms. She might have had a little help on that. Looked like she got knocked to the ground. Hounds still lead by 8. Oh, what a move. Cox off the glass, no. A great move by Brooklyn. Flashing for a steal. It's Taylor White. Love her hustle. And a tie ball. Oh, no, a foul. What did the guy call? We assume it was a foul. He's not real demonstrative. Or some people might say demonstrative. Here's Jada. No. Jackson. Yes. Jackson has 13. Great defense in the backcourt, but broken. Press, shot up, no good. Rebound Jackson. Cox, Sophie, a chance to get a layup here. Jackson got the offensive glass, out of bounds on her. Was just up and down now. Timeout on the court. Called by whom? Let me know, brother. Okay, we got it. That's on Concord there. Josh Nation with the camera work and Anthony May in the box as usual with the producing, the directing, the scorekeeping, the time clock keeper, the ad player. What else do you do, sir? Oh, that's right, you do. Indeed, you do make this broadcast perfect. Oh, yeah, the sound, audio board. Yeah, you got to have the audio board. If he's control the audio board, this is what happens if I'm in control. Goes real low, and then real high. Got to have a little fun, guys. We're up by 10. Need a little louder? Yeah. I need a little louder where I can hear myself. A few more folks have trickled in maybe for the senior boys action tonight, but a very small crowd here for the last day. Just holiday games are hard to get to and seems so much like a Saturday. And it's actually a Tuesday, and I'm sure everybody knew that. And it will be a turnover. Partially blocked, but Dia has it blocked after she retrieved the loose basketball. And we're going the other way. And a good one at the top. Left side over to Helms. Down low to Brown. Shot no good. Rebound Hounds. Foul on Brown. That's her third. And Jada drives the length of the floor and puts the shot up, and it's good. Jada Robinson has 5. And a steal and a foul. Hounds basketball. Four and 15 out, 40 and 21 in. Hounds will counter with a couple of substitutions. 11 and 3 out. Ford and Braxton back in. Carlene was wide open and he missed her. She's getting double teamed down low and the Hounds just throw it away. Good defense there by Brooklyn Cox. Three-point shot is good. I missed it. Who shot it? Well, I missed it. Jada Robinson at the top. Brooklyn Cox. Down low, Carlene Ford. Cox again. Robinson again. She drives, kicks it forward. M&P Insurance three-point shot. No. Carlene with a board. Up Carlene, and she got blocked and hammered, but no call. Battling inside. Hounds trying to get it to go in the hole. Leading by 9 and under a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. 4-3. Yes. That's Lindsey Cannon. She may have hit the other one. And a steal. And a shot is good. And a timeout for the Hounds. Last 2 points scored by Anna Goodwin. She has 8, I think. And a timeout is all of a sudden Hounds, who were leading, have seen that lead dwindle down to 4. A couple of three-point shots and a deuce. Game brought to you by George Kell Motor Company and George Kell Ford. Also by 80/20 Learning for Autism and Two Chicks Florist and more. We'll have the birthday report on tomorrow. Happy birthday to all of you who were born on this day, or were born on yesterday, or born on the day before, or the next 4 days after that. we'll have your name on the Two Chicks Florissant More birthday report as we do each and every week. As part of Sports Unleashed. Sports Unleashed, Facebook page sponsored by the Jackson's Funeral Home. Hounds had 6 on the court. Now coach sends one in and brings one out. And I don't think they can do that. I think they have to start with the 5. Oh, here comes another one in. That's what they're waiting on. Another substitution. Concord right back in this basketball game. Bradley tried to get it to Jackson. Stolen. For 3. Yes. That's a good one again. It's a 1-point Greyhound lead, and they throw it away. The Lady Greyhounds have run into some bad luck here late in the third quarter. They were up by 9 just a few moments ago. Clock moving. And a steal. Cox at the buzzer will count if it goes. It does not. We've played 3. We'll be right back.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth.
Well, we missed the foul, and we're going to go to the line and shoot a foul, a couple of foul shots right here. We'll try to regroup right here. That's our bad. Thanks, Josh. You usually get a great indication from an official that calls the foul shot. Now we've played 3. We'll be right back.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth opportunity and job security. Enroll in an ASU Newport diesel technology program and start your rewarding career when you graduate. Register online at asun.edu. That's asun.edu. Enroll and start out at ASU Newport.
It's the Ford year-end sales event at George Kell Ford in Newport, and Ford is closing out 2025 with the best deals of the year. Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months on new 2025 Ford Explorers, Escapes, F-150s, and Mustang Mach-E. And here's the holiday bonus. Payment free until 2026 with no payments for 90 days. Drive into the new year before making your first payment. The Ford year-end sales event is happening now. George Kell Ford in Newport, where Northeast Arkansas drives Ford tough.
Hounds had an opportunity to add on to that lead and couldn't do it with the 2 free throws, but they have possession of the basketball, so they have a chance here. Cox, drive, shot, up, no. Rebound, Sophie Haywood stepped on the inline. That's a turnover for the Lady Hounds. And a turnover for the Pirates. So after 20 seconds, a substitution in. For Newport, Braxton for Haywood. Hounds clinging to a 1-point lead in the first minute of the fourth quarter here. And it's a what? It's a tie ball. Yes. And it goes back to Concord. And it's a steal, and then a foul or a tie ball? A tie ball. Been a frustrating night for both coaches, or afternoon, I guess I should say. Dea Jackson, yes! She has 15 of the 26, and that's a big hoop for the Hounds. Hounds get a 10-second call, or now, no, a double dribble. Turnover either way. And the Hounds trying to extend his three-point lead. Being patient, trying to get it on the low block. Here's a little shot that's short from Bradley. And numbers for Concord. Yes. That's Anna Goodwin, and I'm going to give her credit for the other three-point shot that I didn't know about and give her 16 on the night. Deficit for Concord back to 1. Open on the low block. Jackson, yes, great pass inside. Jackson has 17. It's a Jackson and Goodwin show offensively. Shot, no. Foul on Newport, but no foul called. Out of bounds on the Hounds. Down low. Thought the Hounds might have gotten a foul there. They got away with one for sure. Lindsey Cannon back in the basketball game. She's number 21. She came in a moment ago. Hounds lead by 3. We'll try to extend it under 5.5 to play in a basketball game. Senior boys action to follow. We'll change the feed for sure. What was the call? Somebody had to tie a shoe, maybe? Hounds throw it away. Hagewood in, Braxton out. We'll try to get the ball to 10 for sure at the top of the key. Loose ball and a tie ball. Again. Concord this time. That's Cannon. Fouled. That foul's on Brooklyn Cox. Her second. For 3. That was the shot they were looking for from Goodwin. Hagewood in the lane is fouled. And again, it makes it so much easier. That foul was on Phoenix Phillips, her third. They got that working. It hasn't been working the last couple of years, or maybe it's working. They just didn't have anybody to do it. But to have the foul board that shows the fouls and the number of the person who committed the foul and the number of fouls that that person has and the team fouls that they have is essential in a broadcast. And we've had that this year, and I'm thankful for that. So thank you, ladies. Girls at the official scores table do a marvelous job for us. And it's been a long 3 out of the last 4 days. Hounds leading by 3. Sophie for 3. M&P Insurance three-point shot will not go. And a foul in the backcourt. Second team foul, third on Jackson. Hounds providing it full court pressure. Phillips knowing she's fouled. Phillips for a pair here. First one's good. She has 3. Braxton in, Jackson out. Jackson's 4th foul. And a steal and a foul on the Hounds again. Coach Perry had a tough decision to make. She has to put Jackson on the bench with 4 fouls, but we're under 4 minutes to play. Trying to keep her for some time down the stretch. That free shot is good, and that's a good one again. The 1-point Hound lead. Haywood with the basketball. Cox for 3. Big one! M&P Insurance Services three-point shot, ensuring success, not only with your insurance, but on the Hounds basketball court from Brooklyn Cox. Makes the lead 4, and the Hounds defense creates a turnover, and they'll get the basketball back. Under 3.5 to play. Big shot by Brooklyn Cox. Sophie Haywood for 3. Cox with a board. Stolen by Concord. White. Stolen by the Hounds. Here's Sophie. 1-on-1. Shot up and good! Sophie gets her first points of the night. And it's a big one driving down the left-hand side of the lane with the right hand. Hounds extend the lead to 6. And a timeout is called by Concord. And it's just been one of those strange basketball games where it just looked like that from the very beginning that Concord was just going to run away with it. Then it looked like the Hounds were going to run away with it. Then it looked like Concord was back in it. And just been back and forth. What a big shot from Brooklyn Cox, followed up with a beautiful layup from Sophie Haywood. a 5-point swing when the Hounds led by 1 at 28-27. Senior boys will be taking on Concord as well. Well, we hadn't had opportunity to see the senior boys play. They can give you a clinic on the defensive end. They're 14-0 coming in. Too easy. Great call on an out-of-bounds play out of the timeout. Lead is 4. Braxton. Cox drives, travels. Jackson back in. Sophie comes out. Hi, Jack. Good buddy Jackie Wallace tuning in. 4-point lead for the Hounds. Emily Helms got it to Phoenix Phillips. Ball is loose, scramble. Recovered by Concord. Shot blocked now. 3-point shot is blocked by Jada Robinson. That was Lindsey Cannon with the shot. Robinson with the basketball. Nearing the minute-and-a-half mark, up by 4. Hounds will take some clock here. And there she is again with her 19th point of the night is Anna Goodwin. The lead is 2. Ball out of bounds, last touched by Concord. Hagwood back in, Braxton out. Well, the Hounds could have got an offensive foul there. Get a double dribble call. Jackson was just trying to make a play. And we're under a minute to play and holding a 2-point lead. Emily Helms clears it to the score. Great pass. No. And out of bounds. Last touch by Newport. Right at the 42nd mark of the basketball game. Hounds up by 2. And Goodwin. Down the lane. Shot up will not go. Rebound by whom? Pushing foul on Phoenix Phillips, her 4th. Team 2nd in the quarter. Hounds can ill afford to turn it over is what I was going to say. And a foul on whom? Foul on the Hounds. And they're over the limit on fouls with 5 here, or they're at the limit. That foul was on Jada Robinson, so a couple of foul shots here with 19 seconds remaining in the basketball game. And if you're Concord, you've got the player on the line you want in Anna Goodwin. She has 20 of the 32. They've not led since they led 9-8. She has 21, and we're tied at 33, and the Hounds can play for one. Hagewood drives. And she made the shot. But a timeout was called on the far side as Sophie was driving the lane to hit the go-ahead shot. And Coach Perry had signaled timeout. And sometimes that happens. You call timeout to set up a play. And, you know, watching the Concord boys basketball team play the other night, I guess maybe the first night, might have been the second night, but they hit a three-pointer what seemed to be right at the buzzer, a little bit before the buzzer, to tie the game at 55, and called a foul. Rightfully so, it was a right call. What's those tough calls and those tough situations that you have to make. When Braxton Whitener hit a three-pointer to what apparently tied it up, but it was waved off. So the Hounds have the basketball. That's the good thing. You would think they're going to set up a play for Jackson down low. And they fouled Jada Robinson. It's only the third team foul, a very smart foul by those. They have another one to give before it's sending the Hounds to the line. And another timeout by Coach Perry. So the scenario is the official clock is 8.2. Hounds have the basketball. Concord has committed 3 fouls, so they will foul again. They'll try to let the Greyhounds get the basketball in and run a few seconds off the clock and then foul. Been entertaining to say the least. May have not been the best played basketball game, but certainly the effort was there by both clubs. Lots of turnovers. Be expected when you both teams play great defense, though. And again, you look for the play to go to Jackson. Got it to Jaden. They fouled immediately. So now they cannot foul or will not foul, I don't think. Lindsey Cannon into the basketball game. Jada is fouled. So she'll go to the line with 4 seconds to play, with a chance to put the Hounds ahead. And she's got 2 shots to make one. In and out. Timeout Concord. Well, strategy involved here, and Hounds will depending on what happens on the shot. I mean, you hope the Hounds can hit one here, and then what the Hounds are talking about over there after the timeout by Concord is how to set up the defense after she hits the free throw. And probably never talk about what you do if you don't. It's giving a lot of confidence for Jada to hit this one. That first one was right on the money. Big shot coming, to say the least. Understatement of the night. Too much. And a foul in the backcourt on Newport when the time was fixing to run out. And they will get 2 shots with 1.2 seconds to play. The Hounds just made a mistake. They were trying hard defensively to guard the basketball, and they just reached in and fouled. And after the Hounds missed 2, Emily Helms will have a chance. And her first foul shot is no good. One shot. She got it. You've got to throw it up. Will not go, and the Hounds win this, or excuse me, the Pirates win this thing 34-31. We had an opportunity to shoot foul shots, did not make it. We got to go. Senior boys action coming up next.